Bro, I still haven't gone 82-0.
Still?
Well, we will tonight. We will tonight.
Sir. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? How you feeling, boys? Welcome to the podcast.
Feeling great.
One week
We're
removed
feeling
from being champions of the world. I mean, according to some, we're not champions of the world because we only won in the NBA, so we're not world champions across, I guess. But how you feeling, boys? How you feeling today?
we're still champs, J Rod. I'm still walking around feeling like a champion.
With your head high.
My head is high. Yep, I'm
Nice,
feeling
nice.
great.
Head high, back
Meanwhile,
straight.
The Mets are doing
Our
what,
Metzing.
Raf? The Mets are selling already.
Mets are Metzing, Matt. Mets are Metzing. What can I say, bro?
Right. Well, Matt out here being Jazz Chisholm. Let's get into some NBA basketball talk. Big trade
Let's
happened.
do it.
Giannis going to South Beach. He's taking his talents to South Beach, going to Miami. Came over. Uh, you know, we knew Giannis was not gonna stay with Milwaukee. We knew it was gonna be tough to stay there, just all the bad trauma going on. But Matt, did you expect him to end up in Miami of all places with Bam Adebayo, Mister 84 points?
We gotta put some respect on Bam's name, Raf. Now that is an important piece to the puzzle in the hopes that Giannis can bring a championship to Miami, Raf. I like this move. I like this move. I didn't, I honestly thought he was going to Boston, Jay. So I was panicking about that. I was like, oh no, now we're never going to win again. Another 20 years now. But it's a good move. He obviously gave up a lot. And the question mark is, what are the Heat going to have besides Giannis and Bam? Right? Norman Powell's a free agent. Andrew Wiggins a free agent. They clean house to get Giannis. I think Norman Powell, they got to bring him back some way, somehow. He's a big guy, big scoring guy they got to have there. And we'll see. But look, I expect Giannis to bring a championship to Miami because when you go
Really?
to Miami,
Really?
that's what you're supposed to do. That's what Pat Riley brings in these guys for. And rather if Jimmy Butler could drag those sorry ass teams to the finals twice, I think Giannis should be doing the same. If he is he a top 20 player of all time at this point? Top 25-ish player of all time? So I think I expect Giannis to bring a championship back to Miami. Maybe it's not this coming year, but maybe at some point they can get some moves going. Maybe for next year. Yeah.
Raf, I mean, with the news coming to Miami, a lot of people thought, like Matt said, going to Boston was probably the best option for him, but he decided he wanted to play with Pat Riley. But I think you'll agree with this. The cupboard's kind of bare down in Miami. They don't really have a team, let alone a squad. So, how do you feel about this move, Giannis, going to Miami?
I mean, listen, I love the amount of cojones, as you say all the time, Jay, that it took to make this move. Obviously, we've heard about the Giannis rumors in Miami for how long now, guys? Let's be honest. Ever since Jimmy got moved, they were like, okay, what's the next big move? Because, Pat Riley, he loves making these big moves. He loves bringing these high-end talents, and I got to respect that. But, Matt, I've say it all the time, and I'm gonna say it again. We are in a new NBA now, Matt, and it's not
Mm.
about what stars you have. It's about how deep your team is. Why do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder won last year, and why do you think the Knicks won this year? The team was deep. Listen, guys. I think Giannis. Obviously, we've talked about it. I think he's a top six, top five player in the league. Um, The guy's a freight train. There's nothing bad I can say about Giannis. I love a guy that he knows his worth. He knows. I like his killer mentality. He wants to win another championship. Does he get another championship, Matthew, in Miami? I'm gonna say no. I think that the East is only gonna get deeper. Obviously, you need to face defending champions. Other teams will be right there with them. Let's say the Celtics end up moving Brown. I'm sure they're going to get deeper. Pistons are only going to get better, hopefully. But, man, me and you talked about it over the phone. where does this leave Miami regarding in the East? We don't know. It can be top four, it can be top seven, play in, but listen, it's a solid move. Obviously, you acquire a superstar talent, but and Jay, it's all about how you finish off this core around him because it's not going to be just them two and expect a championship. You need to build around these guys, and my opinion is to be determined. I'll say because I like the move, but you have to build a team around them first.
Yeah, I think that's respectable. They, again, like I said, they don't really have a team yet. So like, how can you judge what they're gonna do in the East when they don't even have a squad? Sorry, I wanted to tell what the Bucks got in return for Giannis. So they got Tyler Hero, Kel Ward, Jamie Jackson Jr. I can't pronounce the name. Kasperi Jorgnokis. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I apologize. Unprojected first round for 2023. Sorry, 2031. Another one for 2033. And then a number 13th pick in the draft that just passed. And then they have a pick swap in 2030. And they have a second round pick in 2033. So, and then the Heat received Bobby Portis along with Giannis. So, obviously gave up a lot. Milwaukee's obviously in the rebuilding phase. Before we get to that, I'll give my short opinion on Miami. I think if you're Miami, you have to make a blockbuster trade like this. You have to bring a superstar back to South Beach. You got to get them excited about basketball. You know, Bam having the big scoring night kind of gave a little fire to it, but besides that, nobody's talking about Miami since Jimmy Butler left, right? So I think this is a good move. Get them excited again in Miami. Get that basketball talent rolling again. It's great when Miami's doing well. But like to Raf's point, they don't have nobody against Giannis. I would have actually liked to keep Tyler Hero more than I wanted to keep Bam Adebayo because Tyler Hero is a shooter. You can space the floor out with him and have Giannis attack the paint. But okay, you want to do the two center. You want to do the power forward and center with Bam and have Giannis bring up the ball being point forward. I think we can see how that works out. But let's get on the Milwaukee side of it. Matt, Milwaukee builds this town basically around the basketball team. They built these malls, they built these shops, these jobs, and the big ticket was Giannis. Now he's gone. So what does this mean for Milwaukee now?
That's the thing. It's like I don't know where they wanted to go. Where if they were to take the Celtics deal, if they would have taken Jalen Brown and those two picks, well, then you're kind of back where you started. So I kind of like that they took the Heat's offer. I think it gave them more to kind of rebuild, start completely new. And they got to hope that, one day they draft another superstar like Giannis was. I mean, that's probably the greatest buck ever. He's going to get a statue out there between him and Kareem. That's the greatest buck ever. So, they just got to hope through the draft because nobody's going to Milwaukee just because. Giannis couldn't even bring people to Milwaukee. So,
His brother.
there you go. They got to hope that they can draft another Giannis at some point down the line.
Raf, drafting another Giannis sounds almost impossible. But, I mean, they did it once. It's an attractive franchise. It's not as bad to live in Milwaukee as it probably once was. But what do you think Milwaukee has to do now to be relevant again?
I think you just have to rebuild, and just hope you can strike with one of them. This new NBA guys is going to be harder and harder to draft because there's just so many penalties now. I seen that now. When the lottery's done, the 16th pick now is going to have the first pick in the second round starting next year. So, a lot of these teams are going to have to be very much more smart with how they spend their money, use their picks because it's not going to get easier. What I would do is just listen. The worst place you can be in the NBA is purgatory. You can't be that team that's always stuck in the play-in, not good enough to win a championship, but not bad enough to be the number one pick. And I think the Bucks did a solid job of not taking, the the Celtics deal with Brown, because you're back to square one, like Matthew said. Like you're just trying to replace what Giannis provides there, but it's just no way. I feel like with a talent like that, when you trade away a talent like Giannis, that basically is implying that you don't want to win anymore. You want to rebuild
Yeah.
and start from the ground up. So I would just say to truly go to a rebuild. Don't try to like half-ass it.
So before we move on to the next subject, I will say that it was reported that there was an offer made to the Timberwolves to pair him up with Anthony Edwards, and Giannis said he would sign an extension with the Timberwolves if he was sent there, but Milwaukee denied it. So he could have been playing with Anthony Edwards. I don't know if that would have been a better move to me. We'll get into the Timberwolves a little bit later. It's not on our manifest, but that happened just a little while ago, so we'll get into that a little bit later. But let's stick with Miami. Yep, that would have been. I think that would have been a great.
That's where Matt. What did Matt before? Matt, what happened? What did I tell you before it all happened, Matt? What did I say, bro?
Before what? Before the ball trade?
Before any trade, before Giannis got traded, what did I say he was gonna go, bro?
You said Minnesota. What? And then after Randall got traded, we were like, whoa, they're cleaning up
bro.
space. This means something.
I mean, it was reported that there was talks about it, but I guess it was an attractive offer enough for Milwaukee, so it never went through. But like we talked about, Giannis is gonna need some help in Miami. So what if the Greek Freak had a little help from a certain king of LA coming from the West Coast? The Lakers still deciding what they want to do with LeBron James. They just signed Austin Reeves to a 4-year, $195 million contract, right? I believe I got the number around there.
150.
150 around there, yep. So what did this mean for LeBron? Should he consider going back to South Beach and teaming up with Giannis, Matt?
Oh, he absolutely should. He absolutely should, and I would love it. Look, LeBron needs to get out of LA. It's not good. It's not good for him. It's not good for the team. They don't want him there. The front office doesn't want him there. They're ready to move on already from LeBron, and they have no idea when he's going to retire. He got 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever he's got left. I think he should go to Miami, go play with Giannis, go be that missing piece of the puzzle. Now everybody's talking about, well, look, they got Giannis, but there's nothing else over there. Well, LeBron can say, well, how about me? How about I'm the missing piece to complete this puzzle and bring a championship back to Miami? I think it's great. It's either them or Cleveland, but Cleveland, with the whole James Harden thing going on, I don't think that makes sense now for Bron to go back there. I would love to see him in Miami again.
Raph, being the resident LeBron #1 guy, you know how it ended badly in Miami with him and Pat Riley.
The
Do you
cramps.
think that, yeah, the cramps, the chocolate chip cookies being taken away. Do you think LeBron would even consider going back to Miami?
I don't. Even though I want him to, I don't see it. I think it's Laker or bust, guys. I really think he wants to stay in LA. He doesn't want to. Listen, when you're an unk already, Jay, obviously you can talk. You can talk for me and Matt. But when you're an unk, you want to stay put. You don't really want to have much change in your life. You want to stay comfortable. And guys, LeBron's longest 10-year team of all of the teams he's played for is the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think he wants to go. I'm always gonna say that LeBron is either he's gonna stay a Laker or he's gonna retire. I don't think it's any other team.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like LeBron James still in this, he's heading to his 22nd year, right? 22nd, 23rd.
24th, right?
Oh shit, 24. Look, I mean,
This
way
is
off.
24. This is 24. Yeah.
And we're still talking about where LeBron can go to make an impact on the team. It's crazy. I think the respect, even though he's respected, he doesn't get enough respect still. Like I don't think people actually talk about this anymore. Like 24 years in and we're still talking about him being a championship piece.
I mean, we have a brother in here that doesn't respect him. So
I respect him as the second best player of all time. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think I have to agree with Raph here. I don't think he's going anywhere. There's no way. His kid's there. He's playing with his son. You can't put a price on that. He as much as he wants to win I don't think he wants to win a championship as bad as he wants to just stay put and just play with his son. Like if he's gonna win a championship, he's gonna want to win it with his son, not going to Miami and being the third, possibly third wheel, honestly, because even though probably the second best player there. So I think he just stays in LA. But even if he doesn't want to stay in LA, I still think Cleveland's a better option. And now there's rumors out there that he might go to Detroit. If he goes to Detroit, then that's a whole different animal. Okay, but LeBron, keep your ass on the East. I mean the West. Don't come to the East. We're good. We don't need you. Just stay with the Lakers. Try to win with Luca, and let's move on. Raf, how about before we get into our next topic, we'll do a little spin, pick one of our players, and then move on to the next one. And then as we move on through the show, we'll have a full team at the end and see if we go 82 or no.
God.
Okay.
2010s Utah. I think we should respin and try to get another 2010 team.
So 2010 Utah. So 2010s is you got Kobe's Lakers. No, you got the Warriors in there.
You do.
You got them. You got the.
You got a lot of
Knicks.
people. You got KD. You got a lot of people
You got
there.
Miami. You got LeBron's Miami. OKC.
I'm
You
gonna
got that young
respin the
OKC
team.
team. No
Oh
way.
God.
No way. Oh,
You see, that's
brother.
why you don't respin, Rav. That's why you never
Oh,
respin unless.
brother.
Wait, who has 82-0 here, or is it me or Matthew?
Gosh.
We gotta go. You gotta go out, right? Because we're not spinning for era.
Memphis.
Oh, so we move to the next topic. All right, whatever.
Oh
We'll do this
God.
I guess era.
OJ Rudy Gay.
What does
Well,
Nah,
Matthew's
don't
young ass know about OJ Mayo?
no. Rav has no idea about OJ.
You have
Mayo.
you have
OJ
no
Mayo.
idea who is OJ Mayo, bro. Bro, there's
Oh, look at Mike. Look at
nobody.
Mike Miller down there. I forgot he played with fucking
The guy who
Memphis.
saved LeBron. He had just one shoe on, man. I doesn't remember that about that. He was too young for that too.
Stop it.
This is the best Memphis team we're probably gonna get, to be honest.
All right.
There's no. I don't think
Yes,
we're gonna
man.
get a better Memphis team than this.
Okay, do we put him as
Yes.
small forward or power forward? Because there's some power forward.
For
Nah, I'm putting him at power because we can get LeBron.
Nah, put power forward because you got Braun, KD. You can put Jordan at the small forward.
You can. Wait,
Oh,
we can
God.
respin the wait.
God.
We can respin the era. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, we can respin. We can get Oscar Robertson. Hold on.
Yeah, respin there. Respin there. We could get Giannis too. Oh God.
Get Ray Allen.
Jesus Christ. It's like Jay's like giving us bad luck, Matthew. Oh my God. This is terrible. I guess you put Dale Ellis at small. Yo, we're not making the playoffs. I hope
Who
we're
the
not making
fuck
the
is that
playoffs.
guy?
We're not making the playoffs. Oh my God.
Nice,
This
nice.
is this team
Nice.
is 41 or 41,
We're
bro.
going to the chip.
Oh my God.
Oh,
All right.
brother. Well, after
All right,
that
Jay.
fail, we'll do another one as we go through the show. So let's move on to the other big name free agent. I guess he's the biggest one right now. I guess Jaylen Brown, not really a free agent, just not happy with his current situation. Still hasn't been traded. Still a Boston Celtic right now. As we move on through the free agency, it looks like his options are dueling down little by little. Jaylen Brown was offered for Giannis, reportedly, but Milwaukee thought that it wasn't enough, and Miami was more attractive. What does this mean for Jaylen Brown? Where can he go? And what is his best option, in your opinion? Is it leaving or staying with Boston?
Look, if I'm Jaylen Brown, Rav, I'm sure you think the same way as me here. I feel disrespected. I won a championship with your team. I'm your longest tenured player. I won Finals
Finals
MVP,
MVP.
and you're out. Yep, and you're out here offering me for Giannis. 4 years ago, you're offering me for Kevin Durant. Like, the disrespect has got to stop at some point. I carried your team last year
It's
when
not
Jason
disrespect.
Tatum was out. Look, I mean, I guess, yeah, right. You're getting offered for Kevin Durant and Giannis. I mean,
He's not
sure,
getting
that's not
offered
disrespectful,
for
but
fucking Czech Holdren or something like that, right? So
Wait, guys. Perspective is everything, of course, but you gotta think like the man thinks that he's a top 10 player now. Matthew has him at his top 10,
yes,
so he's like,
yes.
I think I'm better than those guys. Why are you trading me for Giannis if I think I'm better than him? Why are you gonna trade me? That's
I
how I
guess.
see. That's how I
Yeah,
see.
Matt.
Yes. No, I
Go ahead, sorry.
agree. So I do think he gets traded. I don't think at this point, like, there's no heart to heart that you can have, no talk that you can have with the front office. Like, there's nothing else to be done. I think he ends up getting traded before the season starts. And it all depends what the Celtics want. You know, the Celtics want a big man. Could the Pistons be an option for Jalen Brown? Maybe, but you know, seeing how Jalen Durant struggled in the playoffs last year, maybe they don't want that. You know, the Hawks could be another option. I could see that. But I do think he gets traded before the season starts.
So Matt, let me ask you real quick. If you could like take out the salary cap, take away the trade benefits, where would you think he would best fit right now?
Hmm. I honestly, I would say the Pistons. I would say the Pistons. You know,
That's
seeing what
crazy.
how Cade was the only one last year that really scored for them. I think if you add Jalen Brown to that, I think they'd be a phenomenal team.
So Raf, Jalen Brown, do you consider him a top 10 player? And if so, do you think he can be the number one on a team if he decides to leave Boston? Or do you think staying in Boston is his best option?
I mean, Matt hit it on the nail that a relationship like that you can't really fix, especially if after having a year like he had this year, that this is honestly his best year, and he showed that he can be the man. Um, it's not fixable for sure. Um, do I think he can be a number one? Yeah, he can be a number one with a solid core around. Do I think he can win a championship? No, I don't. I don't think so. No. I think he could be a 1B to a championship team like he was with JT, but I do not see him as a 1 for sure. Um, Matt said the Pistons. I would say the Hawks, guys. I would say the Hawks. Hawks is his best option. I think that they will be able to keep Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Obafemi there, and yeah. So I think that Atlanta would be his best fit. I think that also regarding his ego, another fit would be the Pelicans because they would have a good offer for him. They would
Yeah.
trade Murray and Trey Murphy. So I could see that also happening from the Celtics side that they can also win that trade. But I would say Atlanta is his best option.
I mean, bro, Atlanta. I didn't even think about Atlanta. That would be insane, man. Like they would be what, a top four team in the East
Yeah.
easily because they got Trey Young
Wait,
and now
no, you don't.
No, they
Oh
don't
no,
have
right, he got
trade.
traded. That's right, he got traded. That's right. He went to Washington. He went to Washington. Oh shit. But still, I
Yeah.
think yeah, that's a young team having that veteran presence and having that, you know, having a veteran on a team, especially that young, brings a lot of stature to them. Like maybe they don't get lose the next 4 games against the Knicks. Maybe they still lose the series, but not the next 4 games if they're Jalen Brown's on that team. So yeah, I agree with you guys. Jalen Brown might have felt offended. It's still Giannis and KD. It's not like he's being traded for scrubs. You know what I mean? But hey, he's a Finals MVP. He's a recent champion compared to those guys. You know what I mean? He's more
Yep.
recent of a champion. So
I mean,
I
I
can
don't
see
see
it.
Tatum. I don't see Tatum being offered.
And
Tatum's
he's
not being
never been
offered.
offered.
It's just Brown.
Never. Yeah,
You
it's
know?
always just been Jalen. So I can see why he'd be frustrated and want to be out of there. So it'd be interesting to see. Let's talk about a trade that did happen earlier today. Minnesota be worried on the streets. LaMelo Ball is coming to town. He's going to be teaming up with Anthony Edwards. People are a little baffled by this trade. Having LaMelo, who is known to be ball dominant, on a team that has an established superstar already. So, Matt, do you like this trade for Minnesota? Or is it more of just what the heck are they doing?
Raf, I don't like it. I love it. I love this. I absolutely Love this for the Minnesota Timberwolves. What a pairing. This is like high school basketball all over again. We're getting LaMelo and Anthony Edwards on the same team. It doesn't need to mesh basketball wise. The vibes will make it work, Raf. The vibes will make it work. Look, in a perfect world, I wish they would have kept Nas Reed. I think that would have been a really great team. But look, they've got four great guards there now. And I think the Timberwolves, before they were building their team to kind of beat the Nuggets, right? They were kind of doing it to stop Jokic and them. Now they maybe want to shift towards, well, okay, we lost to the Spurs and it was kind of close. Well, maybe we want to play their game where Gobert is the center and you surround him with four guards, like how the Spurs are doing. So
Mm.
maybe they want to do that now, right? You got Ayo there, you just re-signed, and Jaden McDaniels and now LaMelo. I love this trade for them, Raf. A-Rod's doing some nice things over there in Minnesota. Love to see it.
So Raph, Lamelo leaving Charlotte. They had a pretty decent year. You know, nothing crazy, but more than people expected from them, making it to the eighth seed and getting washed in the playoffs. But now that he's with the Timberwolves, who were a more competitive team in the West Side, do you think that Lamelo will help the Timberwolves, or do you think he would hurt them actually?
Listen, guys, I woke up to this trade actually. I literally had like one eye open. I look at my phone. Matthew's saying some nonsense. He says we're back or something like that, and then I go back to sleep.
He said bang. He said bang.
He said bang. I go back to sleep, and then I wake up, and I see the whole trade. And listen, Matt, I call this a sense of urgency type of trade for me. Anthony Edwards is a free agent in 2 years, Matthew. They couldn't get Giannis. Where do you go? I guess you go and get LaMelo Ball, which is coming off a career year. Do I make this trade? No, because you could have got someone else, possibly a Jaylen Brown, possibly another superstar. But listen, all I'm going to say is that it's not a bad trade, Matthew, but you do put all your eggs in one basket in LaMelo Ball. And of course, he had a great year last year, but let's not forget this injuries history. And listen, you gotta keep Ant happy. You want to keep him locked in because you're trading away all his guys in Cat and now Nas, so something has to stick, right? I didn't understand the Randall trade. Not saying that I wanted Randall to stay put. However, you use that money to re-sign Ayo. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, Ayo was never that nice. I understand he had a 40-point game in the playoffs, but man, that much money to someone who's been in the bench his whole life, I can't agree with that. But listen, Matt, what you just said did change my perspective on everything. You're right. Back in the day, they kind of were built to beat the Nuggets because obviously you're only as good as you want to beat the champion at the time, right? And what's working. And obviously the Spurs it worked for the Spurs, but listen, you're putting a lot of eggs in your basket and it's LaMelo Ball. So I don't know how much trust I have in LaMelo Ball. Not saying he's not good, but and I'm not saying he's not going to mesh with Ant. I think they listen, when you can play ball, you can play ball. Like you can put egos aside, it can work. It's not about that. It's just about having that much trust in someone who gets injured a lot and he's coming off a career year so far. So I'll give it like a B minus trade.
Yeah, and it's not only like the injuries too; it's like the way he plays, right? Like he's very self-centered. He jacks up crazy shots, and he could do that being the leader of a team in Charlotte. But when it's not your team in Minnesota, I mean, it looks like they get along. There's been clips popping up around them, like talking, and even before this trade happened, they were having great conversations. So maybe they're boys. Maybe they get along. Maybe this has been in the works since the end of the season. You know, like maybe this has been something that's been planned out. Nobody even knew about. So. It will definitely be entertaining, and those are going to be the best press conferences ever in the NBA. Let me tell you, okay? So it was definitely going to be entertaining. So we'll probably talk a lot of the Timberwolves heading into next NBA season. Speaking of the
Shout out
Minnesota
LeVar
Timberwolves,
Ball. Shout out LeVar. We're
yeah,
on a winner
Shalivar,
now.
big winner out there. He trying to get his boys on the team. Um, let's stay with Minnesota here, and a little somber note for me and Matt at least. Our guy Julius Randle, Matt. He kickstarted. He kickstarted the Knicks comeback in the early 2020s, and got us back to the promised land of the playoffs. Got smoked in the first round, obviously by Atlanta, and no, we made Jalen Brunson come over and made some trades to get Cat and send Julius Randle to Minnesota. And it turned at some point it looked like it was being parallel, right? We were both making the playoffs. We were making good runs. He was getting his numbers while Ant was hurt. So, it seemed like it was going well. And then Julius Randle did Julius Randle things in the playoffs and didn't show up. And now he is back in New York with the Brooklyn Nets. So, my question to you, Matt, is what does Julius Randle do now? Is he the new king of the Nets? Is he going to do for the Nets what he did for the Knicks? And should New York welcome him back with open arms just because of the history he did for the Knicks before?
Sure, they should open him back with open arms, but on the Nets, nobody cares. I don't know what the Nets are doing here. I mean, in reality, I think the Timberwolves. I think they could have got a little more than. I mean, than what they got for Julius Randle. I get it; he struggled in the playoffs, but I think he's worth a little bit more than that. Now, I don't think he'll be worth that again. I don't know what the Nets are doing. I mean, but look, it's this I don't know. This kind of shows me that Julius's career in a couple of years might be uh might be down the drain. But look, he gets to go to Brooklyn now. He gets to go put up some numbers over there. And maybe at the deadline he'll be traded. We'll see what happens.
Graf, Julius Randle played for the Lakers, kind of was a journeyman, then came to the Knicks, found a home, kind of built something there, and then just couldn't get to the next level. That's always been his problem. He could never get to the next step. How would you expect Julius Randle to make some noise with the Nets? And if not, if this is really, truly the end of him as we know him, how will you remember him? And would it be fondly, Graf?
What, Matthew? What's wrong, Matt?
It's Jay's acting like he's retired. One of
Sorry.
the Nets is a retirement home.
Bro, what
That sentence.
bro, I don't know what to say. Like, it makes no. It was literally a salary dump. Like, they literally just got rid of him because they didn't want his salary. So Raph,
Listen, guys.
talk to me, man.
What I will predict right now may not even be crazy to say, but the amount of shots that will be taken between Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. might be a record, bro. These guys do not know how to pass the ball. All they know how to do is shoot. If only they had Cam Thomas there, someone else who doesn't know how to pass the ball. My God. Listen, we laugh about it, but the Nets might be a retirement home, guys. They don't even know what they're doing. They had 5 first-round picks last year, wasted all of them, didn't make a move for them, and just threw them out there. Guys, I went to a Brooklyn Nets game this year to watch LeBron James in February, and that might have been the most boringest game I've ever seen in my life. That game alone showed me why you should never go to a Brooklyn Nets game in your life at all. I don't even know what they're doing down there in Barclays. Barclays only good for concerts. And listen, Julius Randle's never been my guy, Jay. He's never been my guy. I've always disliked him. I always thought that he was a me first player when you're not even that good. But, yeah, I just think that his career is down the drain. Good riddance. Like, he never fit with...
Good riddance. What do you mean good riddance? The ref doesn't. Again,
He
another.
doesn't understand,
Ref
man.
just
He doesn't
doesn't.
understand.
I understand that you guys hold on to nostalgia. That's what I understand.
It's not nostalgia. It was 5 years ago. It was like,
That's nostalgia, guys. I'm sorry. That's nostalgia.
That's nostalgia. You see, I mean,
Listen, he got you what to the second round play. Like, come on, bro. Like,
No, no,
what
no,
is
no, no. He got
that,
us.
bro?
No, no, no. Look,
Oh, he changed the culture. He changed the culture, right?
yeah, he
Stop
was
it,
part of the
bro.
culture changing. Him and Tibbs and Derrick Rose, those are
Sure.
culture changing guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Buck Showalter too, right, Matthew? He's a, changing culture for the
No, but
best, right?
there's no culture there. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Listen, at the end of the
I
day,
honestly,
you guys know I never liked Julius Randle, so I have nothing to say about him.
yeah, it looks like the Knicks are just trying to copy the Knicks and say, well, the Knicks got Julius Randle, so we're gonna do the same thing. And it's like, yeah, Pop, that's not gonna happen, man. Like it's just bad. When I saw Jay-Z sitting at the Knicks game, I was like, this is so surreal, bro. Because I remember when Jay-Z was all Brooklyn Nets, like he wouldn't even go to MSG anymore. Now watching seeing him in the finals with MSG was wild to see. Let's move on to what happened a couple of days ago, the NBA draft. Moving on, teams getting to pick these players going out. Who do you think was the biggest winner in the draft, Matt?
I think the Utah Jazz guys, the Utah Jazz and the Thunder, those are my two big winners. Raf, I don't know whether you're a DeBancer guy or you're a Peterson guy, but I think the Jazz have a really good team now going into next year with Peterson there, with Ace Bailey, with Mark in it, with they've got with Jaren Jackson, they've got a really good team now. Keontae George, I think once they get all those pieces together, that'll be a really good team. And the Thunder guys drafting Mara from Michigan, that kind of could that be the Wemby stopper, Raf? Could that be the guy that you don't have to put Chet Holmgren on him and have him panicking for 2 points or two shots or whatever he took in that game 7? Maybe Mara's there is going to be a big help. So I think those two teams are who I looked at as winners, and also the Golden State Warriors, Raf, drafting Dominican Yaxel Lendenborg. Great pick. Phenomenal pick, Raf. Phenomenal pick by the Warriors there.
Raph, who do you have as your big winners coming from the NBA draft?
I'm gonna go with the first two teams that selected. I think the Bonds is gonna be really good. I think that he's gonna fit well with Alex Sarr, and if they stay with Anthony Davis. I think that Trae Young can take him to the next level, but listen, Trae Young needs to stop with these turnovers, stop with like me first, and be more of a, that guy from 2021. Let's be honest, like that's the Trae Young that's been missing. But like Matt said, I am a Peterson guy. I was
Okay.
watching him in Kansas. I was trying to defend him because a lot of people liked him at first, and then when he had the cramps, seems like everybody started to go against him because he would be, doing a lot of did not plays. But listen, if it's true that he was taking creatine, apparently he was taking creatine, and I gave him a lot of cramps. Who knows if that was true or not? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jazz and the Wizards. And listen, Matt, regarding Mara from Michigan, I'm not too sure that's a Wemby stopper because he's not fast. And to stop Wemby, you kind of have to be tall and fast. And we thought that Chet would be the guy who stops him, but clearly he can't. So I think they strictly picked that to try to combat Wemby. Maybe keep Mara in the paint and Holmgren in the perimeter. But I can't really say anything regarding that. But Thunder always find a way to make it work, so we'll see.
Everybody tanks for this draft, and to me sometimes I feel like in the NFL draft it feels like these players are like instant game changers, right? So it's all about the development of these players. So having them in a good situation, let's hope they developed well and not become these busts. Because I feel like the NBA, these players never pan out, especially in the first round, man. Like especially nowadays, you hear a lot of second round success stories and stuff. So like, let's hope these players achieve what they want in the first round, and they get to do what they want to do in their life.
Keep an eye, guys. Keep an eye on Caleb Wilson. He went to the Bulls. Keep an eye on him.
Caleb
Yes,
Wilson? Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed,
North
man?
Carolina guy.
All right. Raph, you want to do one? You want to do another one before we get into our wrestling predictions? Since we're doing NBA
Yeah.
stuff,
Yep.
let's do it. All right. What was our last record? Do you remember?
58-24.
Okay,
Oh
let's say we
my
could beat that.
goodness.
All right. 90s Miami. You got a lot. You got Morning. Okay. I mean, you can do the era because there is no 80s Miami, right? Miami didn't become a team until the early 90s, I believe, right?
I didn't know that. I didn't
Hold on,
know
don't quote me on that. Hold on, give me a quote. Hold on. I might be aging myself.
that.
Now let's spin, bro. Let's spin for the 2010s Braun Miami. Let's spin era Miami. Go 2010s Braun.
Let me wait
I mean,
for
you
Jay to
could go morning.
confirm.
You could go morning.
I'll put him at the power forwards too, so we can wait for Chamberlain, Matt.
They became a franchise in 1988.
Yeah.
So we can literally spin it and get like another get Braun basically.
Shit. All right, D Wade. I'm good with D Wade. I'm good with D Wade.
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's
That's
good.
fine.
That's a good one.
Okay.
George Gervin is a
Gervin's fine.
is a good
Gervin's fine.
pick.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a really good center. Maybe a Luca, maybe Chamberlain, a
Give us a
Shaq.
give us a GOAT point guard. There's a lot of GOAT point guards out there in different eras too.
Here we go. Here we
Oh, there you
go.
go. That's it. There you go.
Okay, I would like because Curry would average 23 or 24 in the tens. You still have Russell Westbrook with his stat padded points. You have Luca.
Oh, stat padded points.
You got Luca. You got you can put Giannis at the power forward.
Okay, 70s.
Oh, we can't spin the
Gee.
era. Fuck.
We can respin the team though. Should we do it?
Hell yeah, bro. There's nobody there, bro. Bob, you want Bob Love, Matt?
Oh God.
Oh no,
Shit.
Jimmy
Okay,
Walker.
wait.
Who the fuck is that?
Wait, do we take the risk and put this guy in power forward so we can get a good point guard, or do we just pick this and just try to get a good power forward?
No, I think there's better point guards out there. No, there's way better point guards out there than power forwards.
All right, so this guy, right?
We could get Kareem.
Oh, can you put Cream at the power forward?
You can, Matt? I don't know. Can you put Kareem at power forward?
No. Go. Let's put that guy power forward. Let's put that guy power forward. Yeah.
Here we go. Rod Strickland.
Fuck.
Yikes. All right, what do you
I
guys
think,
predict?
I think we're gonna do better though. I definitely sure.
I think
This
it's
is 54.
I'll
I'm
say
gonna
60,
say 58.
I'm gonna say 63 and 17. Wait, no. What is it? 63 and 19? Okay, 66 and 16. All right.
Okay, a dynasty. All right. So we did better than last time. All right, let's get in this WD prediction. We'll do one more before we wrap it up. All right, guys. Night of Champions is this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. It looks like they are going to push through with Oba and Jey Uso as the King of the Ring finalists. They had a little promo off on Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso fired his shot, bop, at Oba. Oba said, "Take your gun and shove it up your ass." And said, "You better not miss and give the gun to your cousin." Talking that heat because he's that guy, Raph, as you know already. So let's start with you. What do you think is going to happen in this match, and do you agree with it? Because I think we all kind of know what's going to happen in this, but
Guys, can I just say one thing? However many
Take it,
years
please.
Jey Uso's been in this ring and been wrestling and been doing these promos, how does it feel, Jay? Even though we're in the same family, Jay, how does it feel that you let Oba Femi look like the fucking veteran in that ring, bro? Did you see that? Or did you hear what he said? I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about your cousin. You know, I'll be damned if I'm talking to Theo Daddy talking about I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about your cousin. How did the young bull make the unk like he little broed him, Jay? He little broed him.
He did, bro.
Like,
He did. Listen, I'm on your side with this one.
Listen, guys. SummerSlam is not too far away. 2 months away, technically a month away because we're about to finish June. I know everybody's talking about Brock, and Brock is going to interfere. And of course, I think that's what is going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and try to, think of things that are not going to happen. But Jay, what if Oba does win? What if they don't wait till Mania? And why do I say this, Jay? Hold on. Before Oba, Jay, who was supposed to be the next young guy that was supposed to be next up?
Probably Braun.
Braun, right?
Yeah, Braun Breaker.
The problem with Braun is that they took their time with him. Why do I say that? Because they kept the Intercontinental Championship on him for too long that eventually stretched out to Mania. They're talking about, oh yeah, we'll wait till next Mania, we'll wait. Boom, he gets injured or something just happens. All of a sudden, it's just like, I think that they should start booking stuff of what's hot right now, right? I'm not saying that Oba's going to fall off, but what I'm saying is that you can't control life. What I mean by that, we don't know if he's going to be healthy. Oba's a big dude. He can get healthy just clearly by a hernia that Braun Breaker got hurt by. He can get hurt by Brock being Brock, and he injures him. But Matt, what I was saying, Matt, is that my problem with WWE is that they wait too long, and I think that they should strike when the pot is hot. I'm basically saying that if they have any balls, I'll do Roman and Oba at SummerSlam. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I think you're right, bro. Like, people, like, look at LA Knight. His fucking heat died down. Like if you don't pull the trigger, people get tired and they move on to the next big thing. So, I just Matt, my concern with Raph saying that's that we know who's waiting in the background. We know who's lurking in the shadows, and his hometown is at SummerSlam. So, what do you expect to happen in this match between Oba and Jey Uso?
I expect nothing less than the alpha male of our species to quiet this man up. To quiet him up, to shut him up like he did. Where were they? In Italy. Wherever they were. Yeah.
Yep.
In Italy. He's going to come out there and Oba's going to be right there, Raph. Right there for the cover. And Brock is going to pull his ass out of the ring and we're going to give him an F5 right through the table. And Raph is going to pop like he hasn't popped in a minute. Because he knows that matchup is happening at SummerSlam, and he knows it's going to be a fight, an absolute war at SummerSlam, and Raph cannot wait. So that is what's going to happen.
Matt,
I totally disagree.
Am I licking my chops?
Yep, you are licking your chops. So Oba should not be facing Roman Reigns just yet. If anything, he should be facing Cody Rhodes. Like I've said, guys, he should be facing him first before he faces Roman, because Roman is better than Cody. But yeah, I don't think Oba's going to win this match. Which is crazy because, wow, is Jey Uso really? That's going to be one of the main events of SummerSlam against Cody Rhodes? I mean,
so Matt,
you got to be kidding me with that too.
So here's where this is going to bother me, because here's one or two things that has to happen. Either Brock has to come out and he has to destroy Oba, which means we are going to see Jey Uso pin Oba Femi in the middle of that ring.
That's true.
That's true. Or Brock Lesnar is going to get in that ring and he's going to F5 Jey Uso and get Oba disqualified, which means the King of the Ring is going to end in this disqualification. And this is the problem I have with WWE. Like Raph said, you book yourselves in these positions where you're kind of screwing yourself. And I would love to see Oba and Roman at SummerSlam, but Brock Lesnar has to fight at SummerSlam. There's no way he can't. It's at Minnesota. He's gonna be there, and he's not gonna be there just to make an appearance. He's gonna be there to have a match, and he's not gonna face Danhausen. No one's gonna pay to see that shit. So it's gonna be Oba. So I don't understand why WWE decided to do it this way, you know, and. Does that mean you're gonna set up Jey Uso and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? I'm almost positive we did this 2 years ago or a year ago, right?
Jay, but what about that? What about that option you proposed earlier in the week? So I got me. How about a triple threat, Ralph?
I would that.
How about a triple threat?
I listen. At this point, I just don't see what else they can do.
Wait, what triple threat?
Brock, Oba, and Roman Reigns for the title.
Stop this.
What if Oba wins? What if Oba wins? What if Brock doesn't? What if Brock tries to come on Saturday, but he fucks up somehow, and Oba still gets the win? And then Brock is like, "I'm not done with you," and
he's like, and
Oba's like, "No, oh no, I got to worry about Roman Reigns now." And they're about to start a promo, and here comes Brock. I mean,
that
could work.
It'd be pretty badass if it was.
That's how you work around the Brock could never face Roman for the title again. That's how you do it.
Yeah, guys, you're right. You're right because Jay, we talked about it since Mania season that Oba losing to Brock would be a burial. But guys, let's be honest, losing to Jey Uso that's your end of your career right there. Bro.
That's bad. That's bad. I don't care what interference. That's just bad,
bro. Like, you imagine Jey Uso hitting that bullshit ass spear, and then him just draping himself over Oba, and that ref counting. Oh my god, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that. I think it would be badass if Oba was like, "I'll take on both of you, and I'll fight both of you. I don't give a shit." Like, I think that would be badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just shit with that. But that's not gonna happen. Jey Uso is gonna be.
I need it to happen, Jay. No, I need it to happen. I need it to happen.
Listen, I'm sorry that I got you hyped, bro. I'm sorry I put that idea in your head because
that is all time, and Raph knows it. That is the all time classic.
I wouldn't know who to root for either, bro. I wouldn't know who to root for, man.
And that means you have to call Jey Uso not only King of the Ring, but also a Royal Rumble winner.
So Jay would go face Cody, bro, and that's supposed to be. I'm supposed to get excited over that. I'm supposed to get excited over that.
You're gonna invite me over. You guys are gonna invite me over, saying, "Yo, let's watch this night one." I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not going to watch that." No.
What? So wait, Matt.
And as USA just scored, Matt, 1-0.
Hey. That game just started, right?
Yeah. 2 minutes in.
Yeah, that shit just started. I know that shit was starting late. And that's the backups, right? Because they're benching all the yellow card players and everybody and all the starters. Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes, Matt, you made an assumption that Cody Rhodes is still going to be WWE champion by then. Let's talk about the other relevant match that's happening on Saturday. There's a total of 7. It's relevant because you're going to be happy because Cody Rhodes is no longer going to be a champion. Let's get into it. A triple threat match with Gunther, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes for the WWE champion in Saudi Arabia. Matt, where do you see this match ending? And if Jey Uso does win King of the Ring, who do you think he picks? Because I have an idea of who I think he picks no matter who wins the WWE Championship match.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna pick. He's not gonna pick Roman, Jay. I mean, he's got to pick. He's gonna pick Cody Rhodes. Unless here we go. Here goes Jay with his theories. That the final boss is talking to Jay.
No. I didn't say anything about no final boss. All I'm saying is he doesn't look pretty happy that Jacob Fatu is the new right hand man.
Oh yeah.
No, Jay. He's gonna face Cody Rhodes. And
that's whack, bro. That's whack.
Cody Rhodes is gonna win this match on Saturday in some nonsense. Who cares? Let's see what they come up with now for Cody to win. Yeah, but it's
so who would you want to win this match if you had to choose?
I don't care. Gunther's buried too, Raph, and Sami Zayn shouldn't even be on television anymore.
Excuse me, man. Jesus Christ. Yo, I
Gunther's
think.
been buried. Buried.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. How do you beat John Cena and then you fucking lose on a roll up to Cody Rhodes? It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like they don't know what they're doing over there, bro. But where do you I think Sami Zayn is going to be a WWE champion, and in Saudi Arabia.
What?
Yep. I think they're gonna pull the trigger, and I think, and I'm gonna tell you why. He's gonna have some hope. I think Kevin Owens is coming back. And I think Kevin Owens is gonna screw Cody, and he's gonna help him win the strap.
Gosh.
And we're gonna have Sami Zayn as a world champion. And that's it. I'm good. I'm done. I don't need to do nothing else. In
J
the
Rod
world.
wants SmackDown's ratings to go
Through the roof. Through the roof.
toilet.
Jey Uso style, bow in the sky. That's how I'm talking about.
Nobody would be
Oh
watching.
my
it.
God.
That's the first segment of the show.
How about
and
you?
Sami Zayn comes out there.
Yo,
Championship.
you know how to get Raph to night one? Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso for the WWE champion. That's how you get Raph into the house night one.
Snooze fest.
Bro, the amount of alcohol you guys would have to get in, like, to me to drink to even attend that night, I can't even tell you, bro.
Oh shit, Raph! Before we go to, and before we end the stream and do the last thing, who do you got winning the WWE champion?
Again, pathetic. Cody Rhodes. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes. Endgame is always gonna be Randy versus Cody, and Randy's gonna come back soon, and they're gonna face at SummerSlam, and that's just how boring WWE is now. So
Very cookie cutter guys. Very
Wait.
cookie cutter.
You think Randy's facing Cody at SummerSlam
yeah,
for the title?
for the title, bro.
So then, what is Jay? So, you think Oba's winning?
Yeah, I have Obo
Oh,
winning.
okay. So you think Oba's winning, and okay.
I kind of like
Facing
your,
Roman.
I kind of like your theory, man, about like Rock messing up, like him coming out, but him like messing up. Because I know he has to come out, but
Because
him like
I guess that
screwing up.
that makes Oba look look stronger. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he came and did this, and it's still I still beat Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's a jobber. Like, we should
Alright.
be beating Jay. No matter what.
No, you're
With
actually
one
right.
hand, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We're supposed to expect. Hold on, before we move on, we're supposed to expect that this man took 5 F5s, one through an announce table, and he's gonna lose to Jey Uso. That's what
Bro.
what you're telling me. That's what you're spoon feeding me right now.
It's even more clearer than that, Jay. We expect him to call out Roman Reigns and he can't beat his younger cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh, shit. All right, Raph. Let's get this 182-0 game, and then we'll go watch. Let's watch this US play this last qualifying match.
All right, real quick before we do it, I wanted to talk about the World Cup real quick.
Yes, sir.
A lot of teams are looking good right now, but so far there's haven't been really that many upsets. It's actually pretty clear now that the knockout stages actually starts on Sunday. It's going to be Canada versus South Africa. So far, teams are still waiting for this weekend because, you know, Matt, on Saturday, I think, it's Portugal versus Colombia, and that can determine a lot. And actually, Jay, if Portugal were to win, there's a chance Messi and Ronaldo can go against each other in the quarterfinals.
You serious?
Yes.
There's
Oh
a
my
chance.
God.
Only
That would
if
be
Portugal
famous.
wins, though. So yeah,
See, this is why sometimes sports needs to be scripted because they need to make that happen. This is why
I think
sometimes
that's the
sports
thing.
need to be-
I'm gonna bet a lot of money it's gonna happen, bro. I think it's gonna happen. I think Portugal's going to win just because of that. That game would be the greatest game ever played. By the way, like most viewed game ever watched.
Hell yeah. I don't even watch
and-
soccer like that, and I'll be watching that shit.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna watch. Everybody's gonna try to say, "Oh, this is the GOAT debate right here." Like, no, we settled that long time ago. Matt knows it. And listen,
Are you
No, Messi is the goal. Yeah, Messi's the
Yeah,
goal.
but
Yeah.
you're a Messi guy, yeah.
yeah. But regarding the finals, guys, I think that as much as I love Mexico, like I did say before the World Cup started, that it would be a underdog type of team against a favorite. I had Argentina versus, I don't remember who it was, but I definitely thought that an underdog was going to win this year. I mean, go to the finals this year, but I just think it's going to be another rematch of France versus Argentina. I think we're going to run it back for the last dance
Yeah,
between Mbappe versus Messi.
yeah. I thought England was gonna have a better team, and they've been disappointing. We play them on 4th of July, Raf. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God! If we lose
how
that game, we
ironic.
cannot lose that game. You cannot. I don't care if it's not. I don't care if it's not a knockout game. You cannot lose that
You know,
game, bro.
Spain is a good team to arrive. But yeah, I could see definitely a rematch again of 22.
Dude, so
Yeah.
you guys are more connected with the World Cup and stuff, and I've been watching here and there. If you were to give me a percentage chance of the United States getting to the finals, what percent would you give it? I've been hearing they've been playing, they've been surprising people, and I know it's about the knockout rounds. It's not about these early stages, but every TV station I turn on, they're talking about how the United States is surprising people. So if you had to put in a percentage, what percentage you give them?
I'll
I'll
go
give him
one.
like a.
Okay, man, go.
You said a one.
1.3. 1.3.
I was gonna give him a 6.4, but
What's with
I'll
these
go
decimal points?
I'll go
6.4%.
6.4. Just for pride of the country, Jay. That's the other 5% that Raf left out. I'll go.
Is it because is there a better chance because of the way the matchup falls in, or is it just because they're just not that good in general?
I think that they're not just that good in general because they're playing good against like teams worse than them, and that's why I'm not too big on Mexico just yet. Obviously, we need to see like knockout rounds and round of 16, final eight, but I just think that right now they're good. They're getting coached by a good coach. He's actually Argentinian too. He's actually a really good coach, but I just don't think that they're gonna have enough to like face like the bigger guys. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, it's exciting, man. I always love these world sports shits, bro. I've been watching in the background.
All right, guys. Let's try to do 2 rounds of this. All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And
Start us
strong.
off for something good, please. Let's try to go for 70 wins.
Isaiah
You take
Thomas.
Grant?
You can't go wrong with Isaiah.
Zay?
Is it so? Like, does this go off just off of numbers, or is it taking account like championships and stuff like that?
No. It's just numbers. Just numbers.
Oh, then you probably.
Detroit.
There's a lot of good '90s teams. There's a lot of good '90s teams. You want to spin
All
the
right.
team. You got the Knicks, Bulls, Lakers.
Atlanta. I'll take Dominique.
Dominique? Yeah, Dominique is a great one.
Okay, Shea. All right.
Oh,
All right.
okay, there you go. That's it. That's it.
We put him at point or shooting guard because we can wait for a good point guard. Nah, I'll put him at point because we can get Kobe, Jordan.
Yeah, put point. Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, put him point guard.
Moses Malone.
Malone's a good one.
Elvin Hayes.
I'm fine with that.
I think Moses is a good
Moses?
choice. Yeah.
Look who Matt wanted.
I mean, we could move.
Oh, can you?
Oh, wait. Yes, we can move Shea to the point guard or
To
shooting
shooting
guard.
guard.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
a
take him,
MVP in there. Wait
Yeah,
a
take
minute.
it. There's
Wait,
two-
Derek,
there's two
you mean
MVPs.
Dwayne Wade, right? Dwayne Wade.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, now we're not gonna get 82 now because we picked a loser.
Oh God.
Spin the-
Nah,
spin
we're
the-
gonna
can you spin the arrow?
we're gonna get Jokic 2020s right here.
2010's
Carmelo.
Big Melo. No way. Let's go. That's eight. That's got to be 80 and 2, bro.
I think we get 72 and 10.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be like 77. And it's, oh, what the
Oh, that's
Yikes.
nonsense.
Let's keep going, bro.
That's
Let's keep going.
nonsense.
Let's keep
People
going,
have no
bro.
respect.
No respect. This is ridiculous.
Oh!
There we go.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's it. You don't need. You can put.
Oh
Strowman
my
on
God!
there.
Oh my God! No.
Right.
team, right? 2020s.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
Nah, Ja. Nah, we can't take Ja, bro. Yes,
there you go.
sir.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
That's
Wait,
the
we're
great.
taking Jordan Poole, right?
I don't know. Phoenix was a team in the 70s.
I mean, you want to spin arrow? Hope you get Barkley.
Oh, or D Book. Steve Nash.
Devin Booker. Oh,
Kevin Durant. You gotta take KD.
Durant.
Where we put him?
Put him
Small
at the
forward.
Put him at the small forward. Damn, he can do 3 positions. That's crazy.
I'll take Donovan.
Mitchell. That's it. Oh,
Guys. Siakam. $71 and
Oh my
11.
god, bro, it's so fucking close.
All right, last try.
Yeah,
This
last
one is
one,
for the
last one.
road, bro.
Damn, bro, I think we had a really good squad there.
We want to get Jokic.
Yeah,
Let's
spin
try.
that again.
Yeah,
Spin the team.
Spin that. Yeah, spin the arrow.
Fuck. All right, we'll take Alex
Fuck.
English. Not bad numbers. Dwayne Wade.
Wade. Put him at the shooting guard.
Oh, here we go with this again, bro.
You guys spin the
Spin
team.
the team.
You gotta spin the team.
AI? Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
AI? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Matt, if we get like a Wilt, a Shaq.
Wilt, Shaq.
Oh my God, man. Why do I even
Oh
talk?
my gosh.
Pack it up. Pack it up, bro. Pack it up.
Oh wait,
There goes our perfect season.
Wilt, save me.
Kareem, somebody.
We can't.
There's nobody on them.
What the fuck, bro?
Ah,
Oh my god, bro. Well, there you go. There you have it. 65 and 17. Oh
That's
yeah.
all worth.
It's all right, boys. Next time we'll be 8-2-0. Don't worry, we'll get there. All right, boys. Till next time. See you. Be easy, yeah.